What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 53rd episode of the PS Pony podcast, where once a week, every week, me and my best friend Ron get together to talk to you all about the stuff going on in the video game industry. This week, we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of hot topics, but Ron, why don't you tell the people what you've been up to?
I just finished reading the Witcher comic.
Oh, yeah? Did you
that
like
giant compendium you gave me like a year ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got around to reading it.
Hey.
Really like it. I have a hard time deciding which story is my favorite. I think Killing Monsters is.
Which one was that one?
There was the, not the Leshen, the Fiend. They had to go hunt the Fiend, and then prior to that, there was like a little kid who was like a thief, robbing the Guardians. They kill him, and then Geralt and Vesemir just like feed them all, like the humans to the Fiend, and then kill the Fiend.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Well, we don't kill people, but if something just happens to get killed on the way to killing the monster, like that's just what happens.
Yeah, it was a good one.
But I like how it ended with that quote of like killing monsters. But then the last comic strip is them by the tree where the woman was going to get hanged in that cinematic that we watched like for Witcher 3. I really liked that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
They did it similar with the last story too.
With the fox woman?
No, that's the second one. The last one was the crow.
The crow?
Yeah, the crows. There was like the boy that could turn to the crow, and his sister was like the monster. The cursed monster.
Yeah,
with like him like off the hangman tree.
Yeah. The second story with the fox, that's from the very last book that they had. It was like what happened in it, and it was like a comic version. It was really cool.
Yeah, I heard about that. Cool. And then the first story was really good.
Yeah, dude. I really like the comics. There's more of them. I want to pick those up at some point, but
yeah, I'll have to get that back to you before you leave. I want to snag another one or something, but I'm gonna start reading the one Elise got me. It was a Christmas gift. Yeah.
Was it Sandman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called.
Yeah,
it's upstairs on the bookshelf.
I gotta start reading the Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna read Attack on Titan later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish the one Elise got me, and there's a book, just a normal human book that I've been wanting to read, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably buy some manga.
I want to get the Creative Gene by Hideo. Yeah, I want to buy that.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard it's good.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
What have you been up to? What have you been playing?
Same old Overwatch stuff. But I'm almost like over the halfway mark of Uncharted 4. Haven't beaten it. I just been kind of busy. Because over the weekend I had to get the car and do all that. Brand new car, new whip, new me, as they say. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been Uncharted, watching Attack on Titan, and I'm gonna start Demon Slayer. I watched like 2 episodes of it and I stopped, but I want to get back into it.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm hearing this new season is very, very good. Yeah. So I got to catch up on that.
Yeah.
But other than that, not much. What about you?
I like quotation marks platinumed Lost Legacy. Got all the trophies. So now I'm working on Thief's End. I told you that, I started playing Thief's End when Elise was over. She really liked it. So I played through, got all the collectibles up to where we were on the where we left off, and I just figured, I'll just play the rest when I'm with her, have it fresh. And then last night, I ended up hopping back into Horizon because I want to do like I'm not doing side missions and all that stuff. I just want to do like a quick rebuff on the story because I don't remember anything. But that being said, though, even though I'm like coming in with like, I just wanted to like do the story, it has caught me a few times. Like I'm like, but I want to do this. I forgot how good Horizon was whenever we first started, like from way back when. I mean, it was 5 years ago. Right?
I never played the Frozen Wilds DLC.
I started it, and like
you started it so late in that you forgot the controls and stuff.
That's the thing. Like with those single player DLCs when they come out, like, and I don't think it even came out that far after Horizon, but I ended up playing it like years later, like 2 or 3 years later, and I always hate whenever like DLCs come out like that and there's no like quick rebuff of like, like this is how you do everything, like this is how you sneak, this is how you these are the controls. Like I can see how it's like kind of tedious, or if they even put in like skip this part Like, do you want like a refresher on the tutorials? Maybe they just put like some like dumb opening mission or whatever.
Kind of like Witcher 3 beginning.
Yeah, exactly, just like that. But so I never actually fully beat it, but I'm not sure if it. I guess it would, right? It have to do with. I don't think it's gonna have a huge impact on like this. Like, I don't think you're missing anything if you didn't play it and you hop into Forbidden West.
I'm sure it's kind of the same as like the importance of playing the Last of Us 1 DLC. Left Behind.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just as important as that. Which is just up to your own creation.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, man, I've just been hopping in Warzone, playing Warzone. There's a tournament yesterday I was thinking about doing, but I ended up not, just because I was like, you know what, this starts at 7. It's probably going to be like 12 or 1 before I'm done. So, assuming that's if like I, win. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, man, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Video game wise. Mm-hmm. But we listen to a lot of the Billy Bear podcast.
Monday morning.
I haven't been like listening to the podcast. I just like one of the clips got recommended on YouTube or whatever, and like I listened to it, and then like I was like, oh, I like this. So I just the recommended videos like on the side, I just keep hitting that.
Yeah. Oh, they're so funny. Wait till you watch like his like top roasts of people.
Well, dude,
they're so funny.
While I was I hopped in. I also been playing zombies, just trying to get the 10,000 kill trophy. So while I was doing that, just to have something on to listen to, I threw it on. Me and Elise were listening to it, and she loved it.
Bill Burr's so funny.
Oh, dude.
Billy Bitch Tits. I love the QA sessions where they just come up with creative names just to call him a bitch. Like, yeah. And then what are they? It's like thank you and fuck you. Like they always say like fuck you at the end.
Yeah.
It's
dude.
So funny.
Yeah, I love it. She loved it. That was her first like experience of Bill Burr outside of F is for Family.
Oh my God, she hasn't watched stand up?
No, she hasn't seen a single stand-up.
Oh, she has to watch the stand-ups before we go see him.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we got the tickets. I'm happy we got the ones we got.
Oh, yeah,
dude. I've already made it, like, very well known. Like, Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, I'll drop the money for it. Like, I will see these people. So, I'm so excited.
Oh, dude, I love them.
That's going to be a hell of an April.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
You know what I can't wait for, Zach?
What's up?
GTA 6.
GTA 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
And GTA 5, I guess, coming out in March 15th, because it's coming remastered. Yeah, so I might replay the story.
I think it's free for the first 3 months on PlayStation.
So actually, let me find that for you. I don't know if I put the tweet in the chat.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, there's a deal between them. I think it is free, or there's something.
But you need PS Plus.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think it's free to claim. I think you can just claim it and then you have it.
Oh, really?
For PlayStation. I think that's how it works.
Oh, wow.
Let me look that up. Hold on. GTA 5 PS5 deal. But I'll read over this real quick too. Rockstar tweeted out recently, which got almost over 500,000 likes. They said, many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway. They sent a follow-up tweet. It said, we look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you for all your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. Everyone's excited. The GTA trilogy mishap, completely forgotten.
Oh, who cares?
It's done. Yeah. They needed to tweet this. 600K likes. They've been working on it. We knew they were.
Oh, yeah. And we're still not going to see it for 6 years, though.
Right. I know that. I was telling Aaron and Greg, I was like, it's nice they announced this, but there's no shot we're like still living together when this comes out.
Oh, no way.
Like, I don't believe it. Yeah. They'll announce 2023 and it'll get pushed to 2024 and then it'll come out.
Yeah, and then right when the PS6 is about to drop, they'll launch it on PS5 and then launch a remastered version on PS6.
Exactly.
There you go.
I as well as 583,000 other people are extremely excited for this. I love GTA. I'm excited to just replay it.
Yeah.
Like replay GTA 5, but then get into like the next installment.
Are you gonna actually go replay GTA 5?
Probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depending on how well it looks. Because the problem I have with Uncharted right now is the game already looked so freaking good. I don't tell much of a difference.
Yeah.
I'm on my 4K monitor. I have HDR. I've used it on that TV. It's still Uncharted 4 because it looks so good. So it's hard for me to play it again for the 6th time. So that's, or 5th, whatever. I don't know how many.
That's what's crazy too. Like even with Horizon, like Horizon looks really good. Like for a game that came out 5 years ago, it still
It's only been
holds
5
up.
years. Did it come out 2017?
It came out our freshman year of college. So 20.
Well, in the spring.
Yeah.
It came out in the spring freshman year.
Yeah, so 2017.
Jeez.
Yeah. So so yeah, dude, I was looking at it, I was like, dude, this game looks, for a 5-year-old game, like this really holds up. Granted, like I'm on the PS5 and I'm sure it's using whatever, like the enhanced texture packs or whatever they ended up doing for it. But looks great. And then like after that, I at least wanted to see the trailer for Forbidden West, and I was like, holy crap. It's not that the PS4 version looks bad at all, but the 5 looks so good, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, real quick with the GTA thing. It is free for 3 months and then done. Like you can claim it. So
you can claim it for 3 months.
Yeah, so in it, I'll read the PlayStation blog. It says, in addition to the new standalone version of GTA Online will be available to download for free. So the new standalone version of GTA Online will be available to download for free.
I'm curious.
Exclusively on PlayStation 5 for the first 3 months from launch in March 2022, and it does not require GTA 5 to play. So you could just have the online, not the single player.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're gonna integrate online.
With what?
With like, I mean, I guess it could just be an update then, but
It's
like,
just gonna be cross-gen.
well, I mean, like I was coming from the perspective of like they're gonna come out with a new online in the new city and for like with like everything else.
Are you talking about in 6 or 5?
In 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were
yeah.
talking about GTA 5 still.
Oh no,
I understand.
sorry.
No, yeah, that's gonna be completely wiped.
Oh, you think they're gonna wipe it?
They're gonna wipe everything. We're gonna restart that whole economy. People are gonna buy the shark cards. They don't give a shit.
No, you're absolutely right.
Like what off rip, people are flying around their $1 million cars, casinos. It's gonna be a new city.
Yeah.
I want it to be Pittsburgh. It's gonna be a new place. Like I think it would be lazy.
What city do you think it's gonna be?
I don't know. It's gonna be somewhere out west. Maybe like San Francisco, San Diego,
You think?
or
You think they're still going to be
Seattle?
Do you think
area.
they're still going to be in like a California setting? Because what we have like Liberty City, so like New York, Miami,
California.
L.A.
What is it gonna be in Maine?
Did they do Las Vegas yet?
Maybe Vegas. I don't
Was
know.
that Vice City?
Was that? That
No.
might be Vice City.
Or was Vice City Miami?
Let's look it up.
No, not that.
Los Santos Customs.
Yeah.
Liberty City, based in New York. San Andreas, based in San Francisco. And Vice City, based on Miami. But later titles tend to focus on a single setting with the original. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're kind of like modified.
Okay, so I could see a Vegas. I could see them pulling a
Maybe
Vegas.
Vegas.
Because like it GTA is like flashy. It's like boom. It's like the big city,
That was
like
Vice City.
money in the city, you know. And I feel I don't know if Seattle fits that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not all. You really like New York was not the flashy one.
Yeah, but
New York
still,
was like the slums of New York.
yeah, but there's still like a lot of money in New York, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, out west, dog. You're talking like the 3 coast states. Yeah, there's a lot of money out there.
Oh yeah, well, honestly, I really just love the aesthetic of Los Santos. I'm
just trying to think landmarks.
Yeah,
That's what's coming into my head with this. Like Vegas works, but Seattle's like you have the Needle,
yeah.
and then I'm just trying to think of other spots. I already know New
Is
York.
there like anything in San Diego that's like boom? This is San Diego. You know what I mean?
Unless they're going with culture as the landmark.
I could do like Dallas, right? Like Dallas or like.
Well,
like
they already
somewhere in
have their
Texas.
Western, motherfucker.
No,
Red Dead Redemption.
It's in what's it called? I keep wanting to say Updam, but Dumas City from what's it called? Oh, dude, New Orleans would be awesome. I feel like that'd be so cool. But then I mean, I guess I really don't care because it's GTA. But like, then you're kind of getting into like Mafia 3.
They don't care.
No.
I don't think Grand Theft Auto or anyone at Rockstar is worried about competing with somebody else and taking an idea. You know how many games?
Yeah.
All of Saints Row is based off of taking the idea of GTA. Hell, Jack 2 is based off GTA because the popularity of San Andreas or whichever one it was.
Well, GTA, the whole sandbox world, it changed everything.
It changed everything with cars and vehicles.
Yeah.
It changed everything with that. That's where it shined. That's why it's the 5th best-selling game of all time, GTA 5.
Is it the 5th? I thought it was the first.
No, Minecraft.
I thought it passed Minecraft.
No, I looked it up recently. There was like a chart. I think IGN posted like a chart thing at the end of the year, coming into the new year, and they still put Tetris at number 1. And then I think behind
but Tetris cheats, dude.
Tetris do cheat.
It's the second. GTA is the second.
Is it Minecraft 1 then?
Minecraft is 1, GTA is 2.
So that's not counting. Oh no, I'm thinking 5 is like Mario Kart 8.
5 is PUBG Battlegrounds.
Best-selling games of all time.
That's what Wikipedia says.
Hold on.
Wii Sports is 4. Shout out to Wii Sports.
That was a given.
Then Mario Kart is 7.
7.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I don't know.
Super Mario Bros. Is
Why does
6.
HP have this on their website? USA Today, get the hell out of here. No one cares. Yeah, like if I'm on it just wow, really? 70 million people bought PUBG. Wow.
Yeah.
Too bad no one talks about it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they still
Can you imagine if they like counted like Fortnite?
Seriously. Well, that wasn't free.
Technically, there's versions of it you can buy.
What?
Fortnite.
Yeah, that's the non-battle royale.
No. Like you could go to the store and buy Fortnite, and it comes with a disc for Fortnite, but you're not really paying for Fortnite. It comes with a bunch of cosmetics and all kinds of stuff.
It probably comes with that other crap too. Yeah. But yeah, Tetris always annoys me. I don't count Tetris.
No, Tetris is it's been cheating for fucking 20 years.
Yeah, Minecraft's at 240 million copies, and GTA is 150 plus.
Yeah, I can't believe Wii
Sports, that Pokemon first generation, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
So much.
Terraria is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is goofy, man.
Yeah. Terraria sold a lot. Terraria is a very popular game.
I can't believe Elder Scrolls is so low.
What, Skyrim?
19, yeah. Skyrim is 19, tied with
Modern Warfare, Diablo 3, Witcher 3, and Human Fall Flat.
I mean, great games.
I actually didn't know Witcher 3 got to 30 million.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Happy with that. Let's go. Fucking deserves it, to be honest. Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 is 31.
Then I'll go off of Tetris on Wikipedia is number 3 because they count just mobile.
Oh, okay.
Mobile. That's why. And then Wii Sports, yeah. The whole list is weird. Maybe I'll go off Wikipedia because it fits what I want better. Yeah. I don't know. I always like looking at these lists every now and then.
Yeah.
But what the hell are we talking about? We're talking about GTA. But
yeah.
I think that's about it. GTA just changed a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Second best selling game of all time. But I loved every journalist and games journalist was like, did you really think the second or third best selling game of all time was not going to have another one to come with it and completely wipe your progress so that you do in fact have to keep playing the game?
Yeah.
If they did bring everything over and say you did grind and have everything, you're going to get bored so quick.
Well, do you think they'll make GTA like the new version free? GTA
of online?
Yeah.
I could see it.
I think it would make a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense because they're already making so much freaking money off you.
Yeah,
and this just closes the barrier of entry. Yeah, and more kids can play it.
And then especially if they add stuff like certain unlockables that you can only get by playing the GTA 6. I think but they have to be like big ticket items. Yeah.
Well, usually what I've always liked is for Rockstar games, the campaign comes out and then the multiplayer stuff comes later.
Yeah.
I've always appreciated it. Yeah. Because then you can at least say like, all right, well, if you get this now and beat it, you get some item.
Yeah.
You know, get $1 million in game money.
Yeah, dude. Like, especially bringing it over to like trophy, which is weird. Talking about trophies, I've seen a lot of people posting on the trophy subreddit of them platinuming GTA 5. And like a lot, like I saw one guy who's like, this was 10 years in the making.
Seriously.
Jeez.
I debated going back to it, but having to get gold in like every mission, I'm not doing that.
That's tough, man. Especially, and it's not that it's tough. It's the fact that like how long. There's like 52 missions. No, there's probably more than that.
I mean, 52 I think is a reasonable number though.
You think so? There's a bunch.
Because there's side stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
With 3 characters, GTA 5 I think is one of the best campaigns I've ever played.
Yeah, it's definitely up there for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, like that's
top 10.
That's what kind of sucks. I think about like video games is like they're so long, and like you come off of them like you could be a year or two out and be like, oh, this is the best game ever. But like once you get like further out, it's kind of like me and Horizon right now. You know, Horizon's a great game. It is probably 4th best PS exclusive that they have, I'd say.
Of all time PS exclusive?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Last of Us 1 and 2?
I consider just Last of Us like a series.
So you're okay. So when you're just saying that, all right,
like IP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? Last of Us, God of War, Uncharted, Horizon, skipping Sly Cooper.
No, Last of Us, God of War, Ghosts. Actually, no. Okay, so like two versions of the list. Mm-hmm. I think like critically and like not my opinion. I think it's Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War. Then it would be Uncharted and then Horizon. So I'm sorry, 5th from that.
Okay.
And then my personal list would be. It would be God of War, Last of Us, Ghosts, Uncharted, Horizon. And then Spider-Man's like 8.
Jesus.
Miles Morales is 7.
So are you sticking more towards PS4 and 5 generation then with that list?
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of like every like. So my personal opinion mixed with like a more of a critical opinion, because like you know, obviously like if it's just pure like my favorite, you know, Sly's up there, of course, Sly, Jack, you know, but
you wanna hear something sad? I think I told you. I think I like Jack and Daxter more than Sly.
You said that. I think you told me this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just games going back to. Like Sly's easy to go back to, but I just love the story of Jack games.
Yeah. I think that's pretty like representative of like us in gaming in general, cuz like I generally like gravitate towards like more of the stealth heisty type of like bringing every like pieces together to like create this final job or this thing, and you're more of the
Action adventure.
Yeah. So, little side note into us as gamers.
I mean, honestly, even like I don't know, I just love speedrunning Jak 1. I love to just see how fast I can do it. I know you do.
I hate Jak 1.
But so many people, I can't say so many people without providing any evidence, but I'm gonna keep saying it. A lot of people don't like Sly 1.
I mean, I can't disagree with them. What's goofy to me is like whenever I see people who like say Sly 1 is the best, I'm like, really? Really? Come on. Did you play 2?
You had
to play 3? Come on.
Did you play 4?
We all know the ranking is 2, 3, 1, 4. 2, 3, 1, Bentley's Hack Pack 4.
True. I don't know. The only reason I think I like 3 more than 2 is just because I love LaFouille's section.
LaFouille's section is good.
And I like how, I don't know, Sly 3 has less chapters in it, less episodes, but it's just as long. You won't get through it as fast.
Oh yeah, because I think the like the missions are just more fleshed out.
In depth.
And there's like
I like that a lot more.
Yeah. I would love a Sly 2 with like the Sly 3
mission length and like everything.
Yeah,
I think I like the art style in Sly 2 more than 3, but I like the missions more in 3 than 2. Because I always felt going from 2 to 3, that game came out less than a year between each other, which blows my mind.
Yeah.
Good for them. Without bugs, to my knowledge. And,
well, it's not like they can patch it, so yeah.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. Yeah. But, like, having, like, you just go from Sly's Cane in 2 to 3. Like, yeah, it's more gold, but it doesn't look it's such a bright gold with swiping. It's such a thick, like, it makes sense why it's such a big glow.
Right.
But I don't know.
Well, I think that's also the thing too, is like thematically, I think 2 and 3 are so different. Like thematically, 2 is much more darker. It's grittier. You got the Contessa, you got Rajan. I remember seeing a post on
You still have the looming threat of Clockwork.
Yeah, exactly. I think I saw a post on like the subreddit of it, and someone said John Basson's missions are your reward for getting through the Contessa.
That is true, because every level is dark besides John Basson.
Well, even like Rajan, like the rain is always coming down, like it's dark, and then like right at the end of that's when the whole big betrayal happens. Then it's just 2 missions of like dark, scary.
All of them are dark. Even like first Rajan's like dusk, and then Dimitri's is nightclub.
Yeah,
all of them are dark until
John Basson,
which is why I like those ones the most.
Yeah, because it's so just.
Though it's a bitch to find Sly's marker in that sometimes.
Yeah, because it really blends in with the sky. Yeah, what I really liked what they implemented with 3 was the day change.
The day change and like the actual pinging system when you click R3, it shows you where, or above their heads it says here's who has the mission.
Yes.
Granted, at this point we know who has the mission, but
honestly, dude, I almost wish that more games implemented that pinging system of like, because even with Horizon, like there's times whenever like I'll swap objectives and I'm like, all right, I'll spin in circles until I see the marker. Where I wish there was more of a, like if you hit your focus.
That makes sense for her to like. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, so like it like pings like the direction in which you need to look. So even in like games like Warzone, I wish when somebody pinged there was like a little like almost like you got shot type of like thing that pinged in the direction.
I brought this up before, maybe like in the top center of your screen, the red dot appears, but then quickly goes to which direction it would be from according to where you're facing.
Yeah.
So if like if your friend's to your left but he pings straight but you're looking to his right straight, it goes from center to left to where he's going.
Right.
And you can actually tell, because so many times we ping and we say on my mark, but like where the hell is that?
Well, even if you're more specific by saying like it's on purple, it's like, oh, well, where's purple?
I actually have had a way easier time finding the colors than the marks, because I look at minimap. I'll glance at minimap real quick, then spin.
Okay.
But with the red marks, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because the whole map's like red.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like the red marks. I like the red, like usually to me, like if I mark something red, it's because like people are like, I need, like they're right here, I need help, you know? Or like because I've been using Combat Scout a lot, where it like marks whenever you do damage. Just because with all the like shrubbery and everything in Caldera, if people run through bushes, it's like, oh, where the hell are you? You could shoot through it, but so I found that helps. So that's really the only time I get a red ping on my screen.
Oh, guess what? Speaking of competitive games, Greg's almost at plat everything. Almost.
Oh my gosh.
Almost there.
Just think, if you just sunk all that time into DPS, you might even be at Master. Is it Master or Diamond?
Diamond, Master, Grandmaster.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with plat. Everything. That's fine. If I get back to Diamond one day, that'd be great. But we were talking about that. I'm just in a really weird spot with games. Like I think it's just because Uncharted isn't new.
Yeah.
To me, that I'm like, all right, I just kind of need Horizon to come out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hop back into Persona right before all this stuff comes out.
Sure. Well, you kind of already played it though, so.
I know, but I want that bonus content, which I believe I can get. Shout out to that dude on Reddit.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do that. But
you got options. You can hop in the Death's Door. Death's Door's not a long game. You could probably beat that in a week.
Horizon comes out in
next
11
Thursday.
days.
Yeah, on the 18th, same day as the Uncharted movie.
Friday, not Thursday.
I think it does that thing where like Thursday night you can actually go see it.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking about Horizon. Horizon comes out on a Friday. That's the 18th.
Oh, then yeah, they're both the 18th. Then. Yeah.
I was like, because they stopped doing Thursdays for PlayStation exclusive most games, honestly.
Yeah.
Because everyone was probably like, why the hell are we doing Tuesdays?
Yeah.
And then a lot of them went to Thursdays, and then it was like, why are we doing that? Well, it's just another day.
Dude, I remember in like middle school, whenever like the new Call of Duty would come out, you'd always have like there'd be that like select group of kids that like just weren't in school, and you're like, you knew exactly why they weren't in school.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I wish my parents were cool enough to just let me play Call of Duty all day. Now I can't even imagine like sinking all day into Call of Duty.
You can't really.
I mean,
really?
Yeah, Warzone's different though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's still Call of Duty.
Yeah, but like I could play Warzone all day because like every game is different. Like there's stuff changing. The circle's always different. But like with multiplayer, it's the same thing every single game.
You can choose different game modes. That's your different circle.
But you know what? I'm one of those scumbags that just go for kills every single game.
I feel like you're one of those scumbags that sees the goalpost and shifts it to whatever fits your idea.
Dude, I have not played seriously for an objective in Call of Duty. I don't think, unless we're playing like Search and Destroy. I don't think I've ever.
And you'd never play Search
and Destroy.
You always hate Search and Destroy.
Honestly, I think I'd like Search and Destroy now.
Probably because you're actually better at COD.
Yeah. That's a big reason, and I think it is a little more relatable to Warzone now. So, but I was horrible, dude. Back in the day, I hated it.
No, you hated it because you mainly hated it on Xbox too because we had to leave the party. Remember you had to swap the game chat on the 360?
Oh, that's right. It made you do that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't like it for that reason, but also every time
I loved it because I got the trash talk people.
Yeah, dude. Well, whenever you guys would be like, "Oh, let's play Search and Destroy," it's like, all right. You're basically asking, hey, Zach, do you want to sit here and watch us play Call of Duty?
Do you want to watch a 6v5? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I would love to go back in time with, like, my skill level of Call of Duty now and apply it to, like, Modern Warfare 2 and see what happens. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be as good just from, like...
Are you talking about, like, the Modern Warfare 2 from back then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like you hopped in a time machine?
Yeah, hop in a time machine.
Back.
Actually, no, not even Modern Warfare 2. Like what like Modern Warfare 3 or like Black Ops, like the ones 2. We like. That's like.
I loved Black Ops 2. Yeah. I'll miss Black Ops 2 every day of my life, honestly.
You know, it's a good time. But Black Ops came in that weird place where like we weren't playing together really, because you were still on PS3.
Well. That's Black Ops 1, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Black Ops 2. I was on Xbox for that. I was on Xbox by the time MW3 came out. I was still playing Black Ops 1 on Xbox 360. I got it. It came a year later.
Yeah.
And then I was still on it.
Well, dude, you know what I
was just cracked.
You know what I loved about Modern Warfare like 2019? What I loved about it, especially I think the pandemic definitely helped with this too, is that I think that was the first Call of Duty that we played like we played in high school, like middle school and high school.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was the first time like we always would hop in to online, always had fun, hop into the private matches just doing goofy stuff. I don't think we haven't, I think the last Call of Duty before that was Advanced Warfare, maybe that we did stuff like that.
Because that was like early college.
Advanced Warfare?
No, that was end of high school.
Yeah.
End of high school. Because Infinite Warfare was the first one in college.
Yeah.
Because I remember Robbie was like, I'm going to be Prestige by the end of the weekend. I said, okay. I left for the weekend, came back. He was Prestige, like level 30.
What's hilarious now is it's like, saying that, it's like, yeah, of course you will be. It's double XP for like...
Yeah, exactly. Well, they did make it hard to like kind of level up, though.
Yeah.
At least like after the first couple days. Yeah. There was... Whenever we played that, there was like a thought that went through my head of like Modern Warfare over the pandemic. I was like, all right, I kind of had to realize. So I was like, you only got a few months of this. Like this is like because like when I was getting unemployment too, I was like, I'm literally in high school. Like it felt like in high school prior to getting a car.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't go anywhere unless your parents wanted to take you.
Yeah, dude.
Parents don't want to take you anywhere when there's a pandemic. No one knows what the fuck's going on.
Dude.
And you got to just play COD all day. It was so nice. Family just made dinner for you.
Yeah, man.
I was like,
I think the first time I was like, wow, this is like way back in the day was I think I woke up early and I got on at like 8 o'clock in the morning and immediately Tyler sent me an invite and I was like, dude,
yeah,
this is like a blast from the past.
Yeah, he would text me in the morning and say, get on.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're playing. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
Like he still had to go to work. He was like the only one who like had to.
Yeah.
But it was still just
so much fun. Thank God for PlayStation because honestly I don't even know if I'd be able to like I would be severely mentally worse
if you didn't have video games.
Yeah, if I didn't have video games and you guys to sit there and talk to.
Why do you think Nintendo Switch has sold more than PlayStation 1, man?
Yeah.
It sold so many. That honestly, just because of COVID, I'm convinced it's the only reason Nintendo Switch will be the highest selling console of all time.
Yeah, dude. Well, speaking of sales, Ron. Speaking of them sales, the PS5 has outsold the PS4 in its first quarter. PS5 has sold 17.3 million. And
it's
units.
for like in what quarter? What do you mean?
Or the fiscal year. Fiscal year. Yeah, fiscal year.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, as of December 31st, as of December 31st, PS5 is at 17.3 and PS4 is at 20.2.
So PS5's at 17.
At the end of this past year, at the end of 2021, PS5 was at 17.3. PS2 was at that same time frame. PS2 was at 20.2.
PS2?
No, oh my god! Oh, numbers. PS4 was at 20.2 at the end of 2021, and PS5 was at 17.3. Oh my goodness!
So who's doing better?
At the end of 2021, technically the PS4, but I believe the current number for the PS5 is where did that go?
We're journalists, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Happy I didn't have this article. I put in the ones that I read.
Dude, you know what's sad is I literally read this like this morning too. And I remember thinking I remember having like so many thoughts. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna say this, and now the work they have.
I only loaded up the articles that I was gonna talk about.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We have the new format.
Yeah, I know that, but I still load them all up just to have them.
I wouldn't know where the fuck you are right now.
Okay, well, I where the hell did I even read that? I don't even know. All right, just ignore what I said, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God this isn't presented as news in the most serious, strictest way.
No.
But the PS5 is forced to cut sales forecast by millions of units.
3 million, I believe.
Yes. CFO Hiroko Totaki says, unfortunately, in a 3-quarter earnings call, due to limitations on the supply of components, especially semiconductors, and an increase in delivery times resulting from the distribution of the global distribution supply chain, we have received our FY21
fiscal year
21 unit sales forecast for PS5 hardware in 11.5 million units. He added that the supply constraints are likely to continue. Quote, limitations on the supply of components are expected to continue going forward, but we are continuing to exert every effort to meet the strong demand for PS5. You know what I want to know? This is what I'm actually curious on your opinion on this. So typically console generations are 5 to 8 years, like somewhere in there from what we've seen in the past, right?
Sure.
Do you think this is going to extend the original Sony's forecast of what the PS5's life cycle was going to be?
Potentially. But because originally they said that they expect the PS5 to outsell the PS4. At this point, I think what happens is they're going to come in contact with the millions of chips they need all at once. And then I think these are just going to start flying off the freaking shelves.
You think they will? You think it's just going to be like a light switch?
I think it's just light switch, they come in with the parts?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, it's going to be slowly but surely.
Yeah. Okay.
But because they just can't really get that.
Right.
But they're just going to be flying off the shelves for so long because I can't go on Twitter, even on my personal Twitter, not the Ponies account, where it's just, of course, all I love PlayStation crap, fuck Xbox.
Yeah.
On my personal Twitter account, I cannot go without seeing a meme about wanting a PS5.
Oh yeah, dude.
Once or twice a day, it's like, I want this. I don't see shit about Xbox.
Yeah.
So they're going to be constantly flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
And then,
well, so,
it's just going to be the way it is for a while. Then eventually it'll meet demand. and then you'll be able to go to the store and actually buy one. But I don't know. I can see it outselling PS4 based off the hype, but they need to start getting these out.
Yeah.
Because eventually everyone's just like, then it becomes a meme.
Well, do you think you think the shortage have helped the PS5 sales at all?
Because I think for kids at school, any age, with public school, if that guy got a PS5, like your cousins, they go to school and be like, oh, boys, I got a PS5. I'm sure about 3 other people in one of their classes might have one, and the rest don't. Yeah. They're going to want it. They're like, ooh, I feel like I'm being left out. It's like the blue bubble all over again.
The blue bubble?
iPhone, iMessage. Blue bubble, green bubble.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah. That's what I think too. I think also, like, there were probably a lot of people who were like either on the fence, like who were just like, you know what, I'm not getting one soon. Or like on the fence of like, I kind of want one, but I kind of don't.
Like that.
Yeah. I think that a lot of those people, like, if they had the opportunity to get one, they pulled the trigger on that just because, you know. So, like, granted, you could argue that sale would have happened later on down the line, but you might, for the people who, like, probably wouldn't have bought one, who, you know, arguably you could say that the PS5 is, like, kind of a status symbol now. Like, oh, you have a PS5. You're a part of this, like, group of people who have this very, you know, uncommon item. So, yeah, I think, but at the same time, I think if it's helped, it's only helped a little bit.
Pause. Unpause. So, speaking of PlayStation, though, Zach, and all their success they're going to have with the PS5, one of their recent acquisitions, there's going to be many more, apparently, as well. More acquisitions coming, which we all expected. My vote is Square Enix next, or Konami. But
I think From Software.
From Software. I expect them to get purchased. I don't know if it'll be the next one, but we'll see. I think with the release of this game, with Elden Ring coming out, it's more likely they will.
I think it's this summer.
Yeah,
I think this summer.
I think Elden Ring's success is going to make it be big. Yeah. I think what's going to help is depending on how many people on PlayStation buy Elden Ring, which I assume is going to be the vast majority. Either that or PC. I don't think Xbox will have the market share on that. Yeah, but I think that'll help their conversation piece go.
I agree. From Software's always had a really good relationship with Sony, so I think it just makes a lot of sense.
Bloodborne.
Yeah,
easy.
Exactly.
Freaking love that game.
Exactly. But speaking of acquisitions, Ron, Nintendo has come out and said that they are not looking into acquiring any new companies or anything. Like, they're devoting their all their resources into their current IP and their current companies in their Nintendo family. Absolutely
not shocking at all.
No, not at all. I think there's such a...
You're going to buy From Software and give them that piece of shit hardware? No. They'll spit in your fucking face.
I would love to listen to the conversation between Bowser and the head of Bungie.
Yeah,
Bowser trying to buy Bungie to be exclusive to Nintendo.
They're like, you can just fuck off. Bungie or Nintendo going to Naughty Dog trying to scoop them. They're like, okay, let's put Last of Us on your hardware and see what happens. It just blows up.
Neil Druckmann sits down. He's like, okay, so I have this new idea about this world where this stuff's going on, and it's gonna be epic. It's crazy. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a train. They're hanging off a cliff, and they're like, okay. You made that game Jak and Daxter a while ago. You think you want to do that again? Can we? But let's take the guns out. Can we maybe shoot bubbles?
Yeah.
And throw some Mario in there.
Because you're our bro.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe also add Yoshi and all that.
We have a cosmetic for Daxter where he wears different Mario Bros hats.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you know what? Can you make a Mario game for it?
Can you actually make a turn-based action game? Called Jak and Rabbids.
Jak and Rabbids. That sounds horrible.
Oh no! I didn't even mean to say it like that. Anyway, so they're gonna stick to their IPs, which doesn't surprise me. No. It's been the formula that's been working for so long, and as we talked about for best-selling games of all time, looking at this list immediately, I see about 4 Nintendo properties. Make that 5. I just glossed over Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah, well, we got
37 million.
Yeah, we got Pokemon, Mario, Animal Crossing. What else?
Legend of Zelda.
Legends of Zelda.
How do we not?
I don't know.
Think actually, I never played it.
Yeah, we've never really played Zelda. Did you beat Breath of the Wild?
Fuck no. I played for like an hour and I was like, I'm bored. Like it just felt like this sounds so shitty because this is gonna sound shitty.
Of how good of a game it is critically and.
It felt like a Ubisoft game of just an open world that I didn't understand.
Oh wow!
But it's better. I can tell you right now. That I'm not saying it felt
we just
like
lost 10 subscribers that we never had.
It felt like a Ubisoft game in the terms of a world I didn't understand going into it. For example, and I'll clarify.
Okay.
I played Assassin's Creed Origins, the 10th game in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Like I'm just this dude. I heard about a guy in Assassin's Creed 2 that went to what was it called? The machine he went in.
The Animus.
Yeah, the Animus.
Yeah. The Animus is in all of them. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
And then Far Cry 3 I went into, but that one was different because it had guns. It actually had a compelling antagonist, so that was okay.
Yeah.
What's another one? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
I go into that game. It's just a big world. I don't know what's happening.
That's
actually the 10th game in the franchise. Whatever. And then there's
I don't
another.
think they're related to anything.
I don't think they are, but it's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I go into Zelda, and it's been being made since I was in the womb, and I come out, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Like you can only get through it with certain games like Witcher and Far Cry 3, where you're like, all right, this is the world. Here's what it is. And you just need compelling. You need a compelling story off rip to really sell you on the trilogy game, the 3rd, 5th, 10th in the franchise, where Assassin's Creed doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Zelda doesn't because that's just the style.
Yeah.
That's not knocking it.
Yeah.
It's
also for
if you didn't grow up with it either.
Well, especially for Breath of the Wild, like for a game like Witcher 3, it's a very simple concept. Oh, there's this girl who's like, you're kind of like her father figure. You got to find her. Okay. And the Witcher, like, yeah, there's monsters and stuff, but the world isn't that different than like an older America, or not America, but like an older like, Europe, yeah.
I mean, it's basically Poland.
Yeah, like with Breath of the Wild, there's like weird little creatures. There's this giant storm, Ganon. Who the hell is Ganon? Zelda, the princess. Is she a god or is he not? Apparently you live forever, maybe.
Well, you're Link.
Everything I know about Zelda.
Yeah. As long as you know you play as Link.
Yeah, but that being said, when I played Breath of the Wild, I mean I liked it. I had a lot of fun when I was in it, but it was just like a lot of Nintendo games that I end up starting. Like I'll love them. I'll be like, yeah, this is really cool. This is really fun, and then I just fall out of them.
That's the thing. Like those games are hard for me to keep the charm.
Yeah.
After a bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the same story with like Pokemon and everything too. What's the 5th one? You said, or were we just saying
5th what
number?
Like Ubisoft game?
No, like Nintendo IP.
What? We have Zelda, Mario,
Animal Crossing, Pokemon.
There's something else probably. Donkey Kong.
Yeah, is it the bongo game?
Oh, what am I missing? There has to be another one.
We're encompassing like Mario with like Luigi, Yoshi, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Like Super Mario Bros. Animal Crossing. Yeah, Donkey Kong is actually one of the ones that did come up. So, yeah, I'm talking about Donkey Kong, clearly. But, yeah. I mean, they're going to just work on whatever works. I don't give a shit.
I think that's what's so crazy about, like, looking at, like, each company. It's, like, Nintendo's all the way on the one far side of, like, no, we're focusing on our stuff, that we're dumping money into, like, our IP, because who's not going to buy Mario, right? That's just too successful.
Because there's like 100 different branches of Mario.
Exactly.
Doesn't even need to be like Mario got big off of saving Peach, and they're like, "Yo, wait, what if we had them play golf?" And then they did golf. Oh, and like they're like, "Oh, what if we had the cross games, Mario and Sonic, the Olympic Winter Games?"
Yeah,
fire series, by the way.
Series, yeah.
But
yeah,
I don't know.
But so
did you hear about the Sonic open world game?
No.
They're making a Sonic open world game.
Really?
Kind of like Breath of the Wild / Pokemon Arceus.
Have you seen anything about the Sonic movie?
No, I know they're making a second one.
They're making a second one. Do you know who voices Knuckles?
Oh, I heard about it. I forget his name, but I saw it and I was like, oh, it's sick. What's
Idris Elba is voicing Knuckles. Mm-hmm. Dude, and in the trailer, like, I forget what his line is, but like Sonic's like, oh, like, haha, have a good time keeping up with me, or like whatever he says.
Catches him.
And then like just like boom, boom, he just knocks him out, and he's like, oh, like it's Idris Elba's silky smooth, just like absolute alpha male voice. It's just like, ooh, whatever the fuck he says, I don't know, but dude, I'm sold just for Idris. I'm sold just for Idris. But anyway, no, like looking at like all the companies, it's like Nintendo's like all on like the far right of like focusing all on our IP. Nintendo or Microsoft's on the far left of like, we're just gonna buy everything under the sun, and like that's what we're gonna build everything off of. Dump stuff into Games Pass. Not knocking that strategy. It's working so far. And then Sony is right in the middle of, we're going to invest a bunch of money in our IP and also acquire other studios that are mutually beneficial relationships. So crazy.
The thing is I think the industry is weird because Nintendo has that weird hold on the industry with no matter what they make, there will be an audience for it.
Yeah.
And with the same 4 like IPs always.
Well, that's the thing, dude, is it's not, I think more than the fact that the Mario games are good, it's just the nostalgia. It is pure nostalgia. They're getting adults who played the original Mario games who are still into Mario. It's a very appealing to kids now. So now you have kids playing the game. They're gonna get older and they're gonna look at Mario with nostalgia. Like, think about like the people who like look at like Super Mario Sunshine. Is that it? Is that what it's called? Yeah, like that. Or like,
that was me.
Like, dude, even me. Mario Super Sluggers, a vastly underrated game. That game, it was so good, and I need something else like it. If Nintendo wants me to go through and beat a full Mario game, that's what they need to do. They need to make a Mario Super Sluggers Nintendo Switch edition, and it will be over.
Golf is what I'm thinking of they did.
I've actually been playing the golf. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I'll play it.
Yeah. But like, I think also Sony set up so well with movies and everything.
Destiny,
dude. Destiny's coming out.
Being talked about.
Yeah, I think they have 8 or 9 movies/TV shows that are in the works. We know of three of them.
Uncharted, Last of Us, and Ghost of Tsushima.
And 4, I guess. And now this Destiny thing that they're doing. So, which I'm really excited for Uncharted 4, because I was actually thinking about this earlier. Because I think
like Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier, and I think that there is a solid chance that this movie is going to be really good, because I think Sony is going to put as much effort into making sure this movie is good as they do their games. Because if the Sony movie and TV franchises take off, all that's going to do is solidify PlayStation as like this like iconic
entertainment company.
This iconic entertainment company with these really interesting characters. Get people who don't have PlayStations or don't really play the exclusives to play the exclusive. I'm very interested to see how the numbers for Uncharted are affected, like the games are affected after this movie comes out. I want to see if there's. I'm sure someone's going to report on this or whatever. But I really think there'll be a significant spike in how many people go and buy the Legacy of Thieves collection and go through and like replay all the other games. I think there'll be a solid spike. I've talked about like my worries with this movie in previous podcasts, but I think what they can do, Ron, that'll make it like really strong. Because like my main worry is that with seeing the scenes of him falling out of the airplane, coming out of the water, seeing the ship, those are iconic scenes from the games. And I'm like, well, if you ever make a game, the movie of the game, like, how are you going to do this? How is this going to work? They're not. I don't think they ever will make a game that is make a movie that is based off of any of the Uncharted games. I don't think they'll do it.
Well, they're basically throwing in like a couple of the games in just this one movie.
Well, so that's the thing though, is I think that what they're doing, and I mean, I'm sure we'll have a whole unboxing of this next week.
2 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, I guess 2 weeks. Yeah, or 3 weeks? No,
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks. But I think that this story this is going to be its own story. It's going to be its own thing. But they're going to throw in, because I'm thinking, why are you wasting these iconic scenes in this movie? Like, what the heck? I think that these scenes are purely going to be circumstantial of what's happening in the story, and because they're never going to touch the games, they can get away with having him falling out of the airplane. They can have him get away with like seeing the pirate ship like coming out of the water. They can have those scenes because they're never going to touch the games. And I think the movies maybe are going to exist in this weird space of like, yes, canonically sort of they're connected and they're the same, but it's going to pull from some of the stuff from the games. And because we're never going to see movies based off of the game, like movies about the games, it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think I can see that really actually working really, really well. And I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. And I mean, you got Tom Holland in it. You got Mark Wahlberg. You got these big actors in it. And if Sony really gets a solid foothold in like the TV and movie side of things, I think that's only going to strengthen PlayStation as a brand and as a console. And they can really, really not only profit from it, but get even more notoriety just outside of gaming. Yeah. So I'm more excited about the Uncharted movie.
I'm excited for it to come out. I just want it to be here. I just want to see if it's good.
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. And I think
only to see if it's good.
And I think I can see it being like a Guardians of the Galaxy type thing of like, remember when we went and watched the Guardians of the Galaxy? We were like, oh, everyone says that the Guardians of the Galaxy is dumb, it's not good, and all this stuff. We saw it opening night. We were blown away, and I feel think like we the main reason.
I feel like we have more expectation for this movie than we did Guardians, though.
No, you're right, but I think it's tempered. I think because like if we go in there and it just blows, I'm not gonna leave surprised. You know, I'm not gonna be like, what? How? Why? Like, oh, I'll be disappointed for sure, but I'm not gonna be surprised. So I think because of that level of expectation, like I'm going in expecting to be like leave the theater like disappointed.
Okay.
So I think even if it's just a good movie, I'm gonna leave feeling really good about the
understand.
Movie, you know, so. Woo. So it's gonna be a good time, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a good time.
But guys, I have one more quick thing I want to bring up before we close out for time, because I think we're about an hour in. We're definitely in an hour.
We're at 57. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Cool. So one last thing I did want to bring up was part of Sony's acquisition of Bungie for $3.6 billion. New report came out that $1.2 billion, which is a third, of that cost was to keep Destiny 2 devs from leaving the company. Not holding them by contract, just giving them a nice bonus and a raise, because mergers and acquisitions can be a fickle bitch.
A lot of people get cut.
Yeah. A lot of people get cut. A lot of people are stressed, bogged down, because it's a lot of like new stuff they're being thrown at.
New systems, new software,
exactly.
New, like everything.
So $1 billion.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Now, I'm sure there's going to be a big wage disparagement on who gets some of that money. Execs, of course. But I'm sure everyone's hopefully getting a nice good bonus.
Yeah, and I think especially like with everything going on with Activision Blizzard, I think every video game company is even more on top of that, because the last thing you want is just to be another name on a list, you know?
Exactly.
But
I mean, Sony treats their parties well. They've done really good at letting them just do whatever game they want. I think after, like we've said this a lot, but prior to the podcast, but after No Man's Sky, I think they really stopped pushing a release date to happen, and they stopped pushing their views on like what a game would be real quick. Yeah. Like they started PS4 gen off quick, but thankfully No Man's Sky came out early enough in that generation for them to like get the hell over themselves and like let devs like delay games if needed and come out with these masterpieces.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think especially coming off of the I think what happened with No Man's Sky 2 was like coming off of PS3, I feel like they kind of like felt like they had something to prove. Like they needed a good game.
They sold more than Xbox, but they didn't have that public market share.
Yeah. You know? So yeah, man, I think that this is all good moves on Sony. Good for Destiny. Good for Destiny. Good for Bungie. Oh, and that being said, Bungie is also working on more games.
Yes.
And whether it's going to be exclusive or not, as we've had on the last show, it's up to Bungie's discretion and all that. But and PlayStation does have 10 live service games in the works right now. So I'm sure one's going to, aside from
Destiny is a live service game.
Yeah, but I don't think they're counting that though.
No, because it wasn't like in the works.
Yeah,
I mean, unless they counted this acquisition as part of in the works. But they need to. Sony's big thing they need to get into is live service games and first person shooters.
Yeah,
or just good shooter multiplayer game. Multiplayer is like the big one.
Yeah,
but also first person shooters. The last one they really had was Killzone.
And we still haven't heard anything. I don't know if it's a Sony exclusive. I forget. But
with the XCOD developers and
the XCOD, like I believe that is an exclusive. Like all kinds of like crazy developers from all kinds. All over
believe
the
it will be.
Yeah. I'm real excited. I can't wait. I don't think we're hearing anything about that for like at least another year or two. But
no.
Yeah. But Ronnie, there's one more thing that I want to talk about.
One more thing.
Doing a disservice to myself if I did not. For all my Gwent players out there, a single player mode is coming to Gwent as a standalone game later this year.
I'm excited.
Oh, dude, I'm so lit.
I love Thronebreaker.
I am so excited for this.
Get Greggy into it.
I was really hoping Thronebreaker would grab him. I really was.
Yeah, he's been talking about wanting to play a single player game. He started playing a bit of Persona, but he was already like 40 hours in.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I'm like, that's hard, man.
I was surprised Greg, of all people, got as far into Persona as he did.
Yeah, he's good enough finishing games, though.
Yeah, he's an expert at that. Yeah. If Greg should start a YouTube channel of like half reviews.
Video cuts off mid-sentence.
Yeah. That's how it always ends.
I would actually love that.
That'd actually be really funny. I think
that'd be like a good like video game donkey style channel.
Yeah,
just like spoof content.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's currently called Project Golden Nectar. It's supposed to come later this year. It's not going to be in like the Tales series. So if you're from, as me and Ron were just talking about, the Witcher Tales Thronebreaker, it's not going to be in that series. It's going to be its own thing. It's going to be played through Gwent. I have a quote here from Gwent.com's lead, Powell Bruza. It's not another Witcher Tales game, but something different. We're aiming to provide a captivating single player for players who prefer it over competitive multiplayer Gwent. And I think this is really awesome, mainly because I know for me, I love the multiplayer of Gwent, but that being said, every time I take a break from it and every time I come back, new cards were added, new stuff's going on, metas, all kinds of things like that, just like any card building game. So I think it's going to be really cool to have like that baseline, and it's definitely going to keep me updated on like cards coming out, and I'm curious. I hope they do it, but I basically what I hope ends up happening with this is this becomes like every year they add like a new single player like expansion on top of it. I don't know how much story there's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Thronebreaker-esque, but I sure hope it is. So yeah, that's all I got this week, Ron.
That's all I got too, man.
Woo-hoo.
And if you want to ask us questions once a week, every week, we will answer them if you email us at AskPSPonies@gmail.com. That is AskPSPonies@gmail.com. You can also reach out to us on Twitter at twitter.com/PSPonies.
And if you're curious on where you can find us on pretty much every podcasting app.
I think besides Amazon Podcasts, but because that's just a bitch and a half to get it on there.
Yeah, they're just so weird about it.
Didn't care.
Exactly.
Enough, really.
You can also find us on the YouTube. We
YouTube
post
channel as well.
We record every Monday. We post every Tuesday on the audio format, and then every Wednesday you can get this as a YouTube video. Sadly, there's not much video happening. Just a cool little graphic Ronnie got going on, but it is there. One day we will figure out a way to rig a camera in this room, and yeah, but. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great week. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.